In this video we're going to look at importing contacts from your Google account, Outlook or your mobile device. First, in Gmail, go into Contacts as shown, then click on the More down arrow. Select Export, then choose the format Outlook. Click on Export, then save the resulting file. Now, in 1BizApp, go into Settings and Import Data. This opens the Import Data window. Here, you can import your contacts. Click on Load and Check Data, then find the CSV file that Google saved earlier. Change the document type from Excel to a CSV file as shown, then select the file you created. You're now given the columns, headings in green, that the software recognises. Also, in the column on the left, you're shown any errors in the contacts that the program has found. For example, if there's no name or company, the software can't create a contact. Here they're all green, but it could be amber if it's a warning, like a duplicate of a contact already in the system, or red if it can't import a record. You can either change the cells to correct the error, or delete the warning message which tells 1BizApp not to import that row. When you're happy with the data, click on Import Data. If there are still critical errors, you'll be warned again. Now, let's have a look at the addresses that have been imported. Click on View Contacts List to see existing and new contacts. You can see that the new contacts have a temporary ref code. This changes after a few seconds. Now, let's export from Outlook and import those records into 1BizApp. In Outlook, go to File, Import and Export. Then select Export to a file and choose comma-separated values. Now select Contacts, as that's what we are exporting. Choose a file name and location and click Next. Confirm your selections by clicking Finish. Now we go through the same simple process as we did for the Google file, so now we can look at our contacts as before. When we import into 1BizApp, we have the option of deleting existing contacts. If you're re-importing into 1BizApp the same set of contacts, then you may want to do this. Check the box on the import window. Notice here, as we had two people working for the same company, 1BizApp created a company and put them as employees. If you have all your contacts on your mobile device, then first you must export them to a CSV file. We use My Contacts Backup, but other apps can generate CSV files from your contacts. On Android, Plus Backup Contact works well. Make sure you have selected that the export is a CSV file, and the rest of the process is very straightforward. When complete, simply email the file to yourself and put it somewhere on your computer. And the process is now the same as Outlook and Google Contacts to get the contacts into 1BizApp. To demonstrate what happens if you try and import the same file twice, you can see that all the rows have an amber first column. The warning is possible duplicates. You can import this record again, but if it is a duplicate, you'll have two records for the same person. By simply deleting the orange text, 1BizApp knows you don't want to import that row. Finally, in this video, we're going to recap by importing a large file of contacts. There are three stages: preparing the data, loading the data, and fixing any errors. This data came from backup contacts on Android. We now see the errors that 1BizApp found and can't interpret. The green column headings are the columns that 1BizApp will import, and the green row headers are the rows that can be imported. Usually, if the columns are red, it's because the row does not have a name, but it could be that the email address has an error in it, as here. You can simply edit this record to correct the data, but then don't delete the red message. 1BizApp will recheck before import. Once the import is complete, the new data will be synced with the 1BizApp cloud server. If there's a lot of data to sync, this may take a couple of minutes. You can see that data sync is being done from the icon in the top right. To see the latest addresses added, refresh the contacts list by clicking on the Run Query button. You can see that all your new contact records are assigned to temporary codes. These will become permanent when the sync with the servers is complete. Sync is now complete and the ref code numbers are assigned. These numbers can be defined in 1BizApp in Settings. Go into Settings and then Reference Code Number Generation. Here you can see where 1BizApp generates its numbers. The last number generated for contacts was 2062. Here you can add prefixes or suffixes to these numbers. Other things have sequential numbers attached to them, like projects and products. We will look at these in other videos. Strolling down to the bottom of the page, you can indeed see that the last number used was 2062. That completes our contacts import training. Next, we will look at creating and importing products and stock. If you have an app that generates a CSV file but it doesn't seem to work, more help is available from our website.